Welcome to Things with Wheels 2025 Buyer's Guide for Christmas presents for outdoor enthusiasts, or things that are nice just to have around your house, or even items that you can just throw in your car. Number one, it also houses many of these other items. This is my camel pack. I've had this thing probably 10 years. This is my second one. I started buying these probably when they came out whenever I was in high school, or at least that's whenever I first heard about them. This one's 100 ounces. You can see it's got straps for your chest, waist, so whenever you're riding your motorcycle, off-road, mountain biking, or whatever, it's not flopping all over and going skyward. It has many pockets that you can hold things. I've got a tow strap in here that I use all the time. I carry a saw with me pretty much every time I ride. But this is a great product. As you can see, this is a Kudu 8. It's 100 ounce, like I said. It is no longer in production, but they still make very similar products. If you want to check out Camelback, it's Camelback, my bad, Camelback. Second one, many guys and girls may not have tools in their house that are available, but whenever you open things on, for instance, Christmas morning, this is the handiest, and this is one of the original, just plain Leatherman. And I use this thing all the time. I take it with me when I'm riding, but I'll be honest, mostly in my house. I use this thing all the time. I never know whenever I'm going to have to use it to get batteries out of something for the kids. Whenever I was a youngin', all the toys didn't have screws holding everything in, but you've got a knife, Phillips screwdriver, multiple flatheads, a file, and they have all kinds of assortments. Now you can get these with replaceable jaws. If you cut stuff and it messes up the pliers, you don't have to have needle nose. I like the needle nose, and you can still grab in here with the regular grip. Support these guys. These are, I mean, they're not inexpensive, but out of all the products that are out there, Leatherman is still made in America. Oregon, I think. That is a handy thing. If you are out in the woods much, this is one of my favorite tools. This is in that camel pack all the time. This is an 8-inch silky saw. This one is called the Gom Boy. Let's see the model. 210. So that's 210 millimeters or 8 inches. These things will surprise you whenever you're cutting down a tree, little limbs. It literally just takes, most of the time, a few pulls. And I have cut logs in a bind as wide as this blade in a relatively short amount of time. It's not a chainsaw, but it works very good. Stays sharp. I've cut this one saw here. I've probably cut 1,000 little trees and saplings and limbs. It does great. And like I say, I've gotten some tight spots on my motorcycle and mountain bike or hiking that you just couldn't almost get through, but if you had something just to cut a couple of limbs or logs, you could open it right up. It comes with a pretty good little case. I've broke this one. I wrecked, and it not quite what it used to be, but I love the little silky saw. And I actually think the 8-inch or the 6-inch, they make some humongous ones, but I think this is the sweet spot. On to our next. I have a big Agnes camping chair, and this one is the Mica Basin XL. I think they still make this same one or an equivalent. I'm not going to open it up. If you look on my videos, I have a full review of this that shows it being assembled and put together. But I'm a big boy. This thing holds 300 pounds. I use this also all the time, not just for camping. I can strap it on the back of the Camelback, and I can go hiking with it. I take it, my daughter does swim. We go to swim meets all the time. I take this and just pop it out. It's more compact than a bag chair, and it's lighter. It's a high quality item. And a lot of times I just leave it in the truck, and then if we're just somewhere and I actually happen to need it, I just have it there in the bed of my truck or behind the seat. Great item. And here's my newest one. I got these. These are at REI and maybe some other retailers. It's a BioLite. I have an old Milwaukee. It's actually not up here. Yeah, it is. super bright, and then you can tell the size difference. This one is super bright. This one is bright enough. I ride my mountain bike with this thing. I actually get up leaves in the dark because after time changes, I still would like to get all my grass mowing and stuff done during the week, so my mower doesn't have any lights on it. I just use this thing and it works great. I used to use this big old Milwaukee headlight, and as you can see, it's much bigger, but the lumens are very similar, and this one right here just does not stay charged long. 45 minutes. I used this one the other day for 4 hours on the high setting. They claim 6-ish, and then on the lower setting, let me see it here. The lower setting, it's actually 200 and some plus or minus hours, which, I mean, that's a whole camping trip for a week if you used it for that, and even longer on the red setting. It also has a, let me see if I can get it to strobe. It strobes in red. I think it might strobe in every color. Yes, so it strobes in every, not color, every brightness level. But I love this thing. It has been excellent, and I've used it, you know, I've used it riding my mountain bike some it's winter time now. But as you can tell from that other one, something that you need to look on the spec sheet whenever you're looking at a light is the weight. This thing weighs nothing compared to that big old thing up there, or those other ones that have a battery pack on the back of the head. I mean, if you really need light and a bright light, you may need that extra battery pack, but if you don't, I would just go with that. These are just 5 gifts. These are things that I use all the time, and I think other guys would use them too, or people that go outdoors that are still doing stuff after dark in the wintertime, still being active, and you could use it for a wide variety of events and activities. But they're great little stocking stuffers, most of them. Some of them are a little bit too big. But thank you. Please like and subscribe.